Hi, I'm Joanata, and today I want to talk about measuring business success. Do you know how to measure your business success? Is your business successful? Stay with me to find out. Okay, so let's be honest. We all that run businesses, or we all that want to start a new venture, are thinking about success. We want to achieve success. We want to have a successful business. We want to have a successful life. We want to have a successful family. We want just to be as successful as a people. But sometimes we measure success by the things that we think are important to us, but actually they're not important to us. It's just that society accepts those like unimportant things. Sometimes for some of us, how much profit we do make, it's not what's important, or how many people we reach, or how big we get, as long as we feel comfortable within our business. But society and what everybody tells us success is, it's actually defining how we react and act, and then how we take decisions, and if we feel satisfied or if we feel anxious, and at any point if we decide to give up because we kind of feel we are not successful. So we put ourselves down on things that we think that might be important. That is why I decided to talk about business success. I have seen a lot of great entrepreneurs along my way, along my journey, that actually measure business success the wrong way, and they are so close to quitting something that actually makes them happy. So, do you know how to measure business success the right way? I will try to cut this really short, and then you can think of the three things that I'm gonna cover right now and decide if there is more things to add to measuring your business success. Because business success is everything else, it's unique. My business success, or what I feel a business success is, could be totally different than what do you feel your business success should look like. And there is nothing wrong if you like to have huge profits, and that's what do you think is success. That's nothing wrong. And then the opposite, it is totally okay if you don't want to, if you want to keep your business small, if you want just to keep few clients and you don't want to scale, that's perfectly okay, and still both of those businesses could be successful. Okay, so the first point here I want to mention, it's actually comparing your business to other businesses. I have seen that too often, especially when it comes to strategies. I have seen people coming to me and said, see this business, how successful it got for 3 months, and they did this. So could we do the same? Why my business is not moving along when I'm just copying everything they do? Okay, so if I can say or compare it, it's like taking you as a person and compare you to someone that looks like you, or at least you feel like they look like you, because every business, as I said, it's unique. It has its own values, core competences. It has its own resources, knowledge base. It's the same like talking and comparing people. You will never be the same like me, even though we go the same path, even though we do the same things. It's like me comparing to other business coaches or business consultants that try to help. I'm a different person. Why I should compare to them? Like, they have a different audience, they have a different core competences, a way of doing the things. So this is what businesses forget. They need to follow their own steps. Of course, I'm not saying don't compare. Like, I'm saying look at our businesses, how they do, learn from them, take the good and the bad things, the good and the bad examples, and then create your own. Create your own strategy, create your own method, but don't compare yourself. And then you'll see that there is no point of being disappointed because this business grew in 3 months and your business is still there. You don't know their strategy, you don't know what they did. They may be putting way more effort than you do. You know, they put way more resources than you do. How do you know that? They may have some like advantages that you don't know about, connections, partnership, stuff that you don't have any idea, but from outside they might look the same, and they don't. So just if you decide to compare yourself or your business, just compare yourself to the past yourself. So I follow Jordan Peterson. If you haven't seen him, like, you can find his videos on YouTube. I really enjoy watching his videos. He's a great psychologist, and he said this about comparing yourself to your past self. So this is only way of actually growing. It's the same with your business. Compare your business to your past business. So compare your business today to your business 3 months ago. And if you just started out, then, and if you reach somebody, then you're growing. I don't know, like, it's your expectations of growth fast don't match the reality. So measurement of success, it's not compared to other businesses. It's compared to your business in the past. Perfect. So the first point is clear. Then let's move on to the second one, and I think that's a really important point that not so many people actually think about. So how satisfied you're in your business? How good your business make you feel? Because, why are we actually starting a business in the first place? To reach a certain goal, to feel good, to learn something, to enhance ourselves, to gain a new skill. It's like starting a new game, you challenge yourself so you can reach a goal. And then if the business doesn't bring you satisfaction, and if the business makes you sad, makes you tired, makes you, lonely, because you don't have the time, you don't have the balance, then can you call this business successful? Seriously? If you're miserable, then how successful is your business in general? Think about that. So do you live your life for yourself, or you do live life for your business? And that's a huge thing to understand, because some people are fighting so hard to make their business successful in terms of growing profits and making their companies huge, while they're forgetting that the time that we certainly currently have, it's limited. So the time we wasted in reaching goals that actually make us miserable, it's pointless, it's worthless, it doesn't gonna give us what we expect to give us. So if we think about, okay, I will do this like because in 10-20 years I'll feel happy, and I'll have enough money, and I'll have big business, and people will look at me and they will think I'm successful and stuff like this, and you wasted 20 years. So make sure your business makes you happy, make sure your business satisfies you and delivers on your patients. So even then, you don't need to feel guilty if you want to keep your business small, or then you don't need to feel guilty if you want to grow a huge business and this is what makes you happy. But then don't compromise yourself for your business. The last point was pretty powerful, at least for me, as I do believe in the holistic approach of any business. So I do believe we are the ones that actually define our businesses, and we cannot create a successful business without us and without our feelings and so on. And here I want to just mention that I'm talking about certainly for small and medium businesses. I'm not concerned about corporations, even though like in corporations maybe not one person is the one that takes the decision. Still there is some kind of emotion, feelings, and risks taken. Okay, so let's move on to the final one, and it's like measuring success based on long run and short run. And here I just want to mention really really quickly that when you measure your success, you need to think about if you are running for the race, or if you're just kind of running for a sprint. So if you want a short-term success or short-term achievement of some goals, then you have to work with some actions that will deliver this. But my suggestion is to try to measure the long-term success. Because today you might get like 1,000 sales, but if they're only today, then it doesn't make any sense. So then measure the growth over time. That will define how successful and stable is your business. Okay, and finally, for the practical people out there, and for everybody else, of course, because let's be honest, we have to have something to actually measure the success, or at least measure something, the growth, and so on and so on. So those are key performance indicator, or KPIs. And this should be the thing that you should know. It's like the alphabet. If you start a business, no matter if you're like into marketing or into technology or you're any kind of person, you need to get to know the KPIs. You need to know what all those things mean, especially if you go into like an online business, because then you can take a decision based on real data. And I did that, and in the section called the basics on my website, you will find part 1, key performance indicators. Those are just few of those, and if you haven't seen any KPIs until now, I kind of ask you to go and check them out. They're only few, but those are the main ones that at least you need to know. I promise I'll do a video about, any analytics and Google Analytics later on, but just I wanted to cover measuring success because those things I find important. Okay, thank you. I hope you found this video interesting. If you do, please subscribe, like, follow. It's your choice, or just like be quiet. As long as I'm helping you, I'm happy. If you have anything in mind that you find interesting, an interesting topic you want me to cover, or if you want to hear my opinion, please comment or write me a message. You can find my contact form on my website, and just stay tuned for the next video.